when we told you about dozens of suspicious real estate deals around Temple University back in February? Well, 4 of those properties connected to the potentially fraudulent deals are now in foreclosure after the buyers stopped making mortgage payments. If you're new to this story, let me catch you up. Over the past 2 years, dozens of North Philly properties have been purchased at inflated prices by a small group of people. It adds up to $45 million in questionable deals, all connected to one real estate agent, Patrick Fay. These 4 buildings now in foreclosure could be a sign of more to come, because at this point, experts say evidence of a possible mortgage fraud scheme is piling up, and students and other renters may be caught in the fallout.
We didn't have any idea of the possibility that this unit would be going under foreclosure.
We received hundreds of comments and questions from people asking how this scheme could be so lucrative for the people involved. So we reached out to a local attorney who handles fraud cases to help us make it make sense.
Mortgage fraud is just like any other fraud. Somebody comes up with a plan to take money that's not theirs. So we don't know exactly in this situation what happened, but what's been reported is that a property sits on the market for a certain amount of money and doesn't move. All of a sudden, that same property is increased in value.
In the deals brokered by Fay, the properties were purchased for up to double the original listing price. But some of the sellers and agents told the Inquirer that they entered into those deals with an understanding that the sum that they would actually receive was closer to the original price. Spicer said whoever took out the mortgage could potentially pocket the difference between that original price and the amount of the loan.
And then what it appears is that they then also did not pay back the mortgages, meaning they went into default and foreclosure.
These 4 properties went into foreclosure quickly. The lenders say that the buyers defaulted on their mortgages within months of the purchase. In just those buildings, there are at least 11 apartments and 33 bedrooms. Tori Camacho lives in one of them.
We really love this place. It's super affordable. It fits us perfectly. It's so close to campus.
Camacho's building was sold last April for $905,000 in a deal Fay brokered. In an interview before the foreclosures began, Fay said he did nothing wrong and insisted that he had an unblemished record for over 20 years in real estate. And when we asked him for comment on this story, he didn't respond.
The water.
Camacho and her roommates were already dealing with maintenance issues.
Gigantic hole that just fell.
When they found out from an Inquirer reporter that a bank had filed to foreclose on the property back in February. Now they're planning to move.
We're just students trying to get our education and have a safe space to live.
A Temple representative told the Inquirer that students who are concerned about their living arrangements have reached out to the university and that staff have offered on-campus housing for students who are interested.